We begin this evening with the latest on what we know right now about the Allen West-Patrick Murphy race for U.S. House District 18. West has filed legal actions in both St. Lucie and Palm Beach counties asking for an injunction to impound all the voting equipment. Right now, we don't know when the hearing will actually be taking place, and this is where the count stands right now. Murphy, if we can take a look at it, has 160,328 votes. Do we have that full screen? Going to get to it. There we go. Compared to West with 157,872. News Channel 5's John Shaman is part of the largest news team on the Treasure Coast. He's joining us live from the St. Lucie County Supervisor of Elections office tonight in Fort Pierce. John?
Congressman Allen Westcamp filing legal action in both Palm Beach and St. Lucie counties. And just in the last hour, we received this statement from the Circuit Court of the 15th Judicial Circuit down in Palm Beach County. What it says is that tomorrow at 5 o'clock, there will be a hearing perhaps granting West's camp request. What they're looking to do is to impound all of the voting machines, and in the case of St. Lucie County, they're asking for a complete hand recount of all the ballots. Gertrude Walker has been the supervisor of elections for 32 years in St. Lucie County, but today she got a request she had never seen before.
I can't remember ever having a manual recount of every ballot in a race.
Congressman Allen Westcamp asking for that after it appears he came up 2,400 votes short in his bid for re-election. And that was greater than the half percentage point spread that would trigger an automatic recount. All of St. Lucie County's ballots have been sealed in a back room with an armed deputy on guard.
I have nothing to say to you guys at this time, but let's see how the afternoon goes. I'll get back to you.
In Palm Beach County, attorneys for the West camp were watching at the tabulation center. West's camp released a statement today that said the race is far from decided and there is no rush to declare an outcome. West's team alleging the scene in St. Lucie County last night was chaotic.
That's subjective. Everybody has their job. If you don't know what they're doing, it might look like chaos to you. They all are doing exactly what they're supposed to be doing.
So while West's camp makes its charges, we've still yet to hear from the congressman himself. He didn't make an appearance at his own election night event, and his campaign says he will not make any comments until the results are final. As for Gertrude Walker, she'll do whatever the judge determines, but has faith in the process.
I believe it's a fair process. I believe it's an honest process, and I believe that when the final results, I believe that the voters have every reason to have confidence in it.
One interesting side note, in a race this close, again, right now separated by just 2,400 votes, we found out that more than 5,000 people didn't vote for either West or Murphy. Now, there were more personal attacks on the supervisor of elections, Gertrude Walker. She was even called incompetent. We'll have her reaction to that coming up tonight at 6 o'clock. Now, Patrick Murphy says he is the winner in this race, though he also has a legal team involved in the process as we speak. For that part of the story, we turn things over to my News Channel 5 colleague, Ashley Walters. Ashley?
Hey there, John. Well, happening right now, Patrick Murphy is where he's been most of the day. He's right here in his campaign office in Palm Beach Gardens. Now, despite throwing his own legal counsel into the mix, Patrick Murphy says he feels great about the race and he's excited to get to work. The lawsuit filed against the Palm Beach County Supervisor of Elections office by Allen West is not a surprise, according to the campaign for Patrick Murphy. The campaign says they secured legal counsel months ago, knowing the race would be close.
We, of course, have a team of people where we're not just going to sit back. Who knows what's going to happen here, but we are, again, very confident in this win.
Murphy today says he is moving forward, spending the day saying thank you and answering calls and emails from supporters.
We won this race, so we're excited. Who knows what Allen West is going to do, but we feel great about this race and excited to get to work and represent the Treasure Coast and North Palm Beach.
Now tonight at 6, more on the business of Election Day, lawyers and details on how Patrick Murphy is defending his position. Now, we did check in with him just a few minutes ago here at this campaign office, and Patrick Murphy's office says that he has not heard from Allen West as of yet. Live here in Palm Beach Gardens, Ashley Walters, WPTV News Channel 5.
Ashley, thank you. Well, one factor in the Murphy-West race is still up in the air at this hour. Thousands of ballots are still being counted at the Palm Beach County Tabulation Center, and that's where we find News Channel 5's Ryan Calhoun. And Ryan, as we join you this evening, has the Board of Elections released any of the results yet?
They actually just released them within the past 20 minutes, and if you take a look very closely here, the race number is right here. It has Allen West with a slim lead with about more than 300 votes than Patrick Murphy. It shows these numbers are different than the numbers that they had from this morning. There's about 5,000 more votes that were counted onto the numbers from this morning at 3 a.m. Right now, you can see that the workers behind us are still going through and duplicating some of the misprinted absentee ballots. They still have about 10,000 different ballots to go through. How long will it take? That is the big question today. The goal, Susan Booker says, which is the election supervisor, is that it will be at the end of the day or sometime tomorrow morning. They still have about 8,000 absentee ballots to go through and then a couple thousand provisional ballots. But when we asked Booker about all of the process, she said she kind of expected it to take this long.
The ballot was extremely long with 11 constitutional amendments. It's 3 pages front and back, and that's filling up our process. We need to look at each one of them. We need to make sure that every vote is counted properly.
Now, the deadline to have all of the results in here from Palm Beach County is noon on Friday. She says she definitely expects them to get in their votes by that time. Now, for what we're doing now is kind of what some of the lawyers and things are doing at this time, and that's kind of playing the waiting game, seeing how much of what they count out here will actually have an effect on this very tight race between Allen West and Patrick Murphy. For now, we're live. I'm Ryan Calhoun with WPTV News Channel 5.